guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm Titch92, thank you very much for joining me. I just wanted to apologise really quickly before the video starts because this video was due to be up on Thursday, but between having a 15-month-old and being 25 weeks pregnant, I'm so exhausted at the moment, so I haven't had time to edit and things like that, so I'm really sorry. But anyway, let's get into today's video. Today I have a slightly different video. I'm going to be covering a famous solved case. And I also don't have a script today, so let me know in the comments down below whether you prefer my scripted or unscripted videos. Today we're going to be speaking about Jessica Lynn Keene. She was a 15-year-old girl from Columbus, Ohio, and people described her as a lovely girl. You know, she was a model student. She was an honour student as well, and she also did cheerleading, and her mum described her as always singing. You know, she was always happy, and she was just one of those people who tried to cheer everybody up. However, that all changed when she met her 18-year-old boyfriend, Sean Thompson, who was from Central Ohio. This started causing problems at home because obviously her mum really didn't like Sean. She didn't agree with their relationship. She forbid Jessica from seeing Sean, and Jessica's grades started deteriorating, and she also quit cheerleading as well at this time. And because everything was getting too much for her mum got to her wit's end and sent Jessica to Huckleberry House, which was a place for troubled teenagers basically. And she got sent there on March the 4th. And just as everything was looking like Jessica was getting back on course and sorting herself out and things, she ended up having a massive argument with her boyfriend on the phone. And then not long after this, she told a friend that she was heading out to go to the city centre mall, which was on March 15th. And the last time Jessica was seen alive was obviously that day between 6 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. as she was waiting for a Coda bus at Wieland Park or Wineland Park. Sorry if I butchered that. And then the alarm was raised when Jessica didn't arrive back at the house for 11 p.m, which is when they do their check-ins at these sort of places, to make sure that people are there and things like that and that they're safe. And then her mum was obviously notified straight away, and her mum rang the police and filed a missing persons report. Now, her mum initially thought that she was with her partner, Sean, probably trying to reconcile their relationship and things like that after their argument. But obviously she did give a heads up to the police and say, you need to look into Sean, because obviously she didn't trust him, she didn't like him. However, after 2 days, her body was actually found on March the 17th, and her necklace that she had been wearing around her neck was missing. It had an engravement word taken in it, but her ring and her watch were still on her when she was found. But when she was found, her bra was like all mangled, and she had one sock on one of her feet. Police believe that she had been abducted shortly after waiting at the bus stop, and then they suspected that she had been held hostage for at least 6 hours, and within this time she was sexually assaulted. Now, police also suspected that she had managed to escape in the middle of the night from her captor, at least for a brief period, and she ran to the back of the cemetery where she was found, and she hid behind a tombstone. And they know this because when she knelt down, she left a knee print behind the tombstone in the mud. And police think she may have seen a light from a nearby house and tried to run for help, but instead she bashed into a fence or fence post in the darkness, which obviously gave her captor time to catch up to her. And where Jessica was actually found, there is now a cross with her name on it that has been placed exactly where her body was found. So police's main suspect at the time was Sean, and the police actually spent a whole week trying to get hold of him, which they did eventually, and Sean provided a DNA sample which ruled him out. But because it took so long for him to get a hold of them, or them to get a hold of him, this wasted a lot of time, and it actually made the case go cold. And it went cold for 17 years. And then 17 years to the day, a guy called Marvin Lee Smith was arrested for Jessica's abduction, rape and murder in April 2008, after his DNA was matched to evidence that had been recorded from Jessica's body. And this only came about because Smith had previously been arrested and charged with assault against 2 other Columbus women, and he served a total time of 9 years. And because he had been charged previously and was a felon, there was a new law passed where he had to submit DNA evidence, and that's when the matches were made in the database. So thank goodness for technology and catching up. Smith was actually out on bond at the time when he killed Jessica. Smith admitted to everything and told police his detailed account of what happened, and then he went on to tell them how he used a 70-pound tombstone to bludgeon Jessica over the head with, and then he discarded it over a fence. Now, with the amount of force that he used, it actually caused the tombstone to snap in half, like completely break in half. There was that much force to it. In February 2009, he pled guilty to aggravated murder, kidnap and rape. But because he made a deal with police, he avoided the death penalty in exchange for his confession. And because of that, he is now eligible for parole in 2038, which is absolutely disgusting. I think he should have got the death penalty because, you know, he took someone else's life, and he's done things like this before. Obviously, he served 9 years for assaulting 2 other women, and then he assaulted Jessica, abducted her, and killed her. And her family have to live with that every single day, and there's nothing that's going to bring back Jessica. Absolutely nothing. And I don't think it's right that he gets to essentially have a roof over his head, 3 meals a day in his belly, and then he could essentially be out in 2038 or not long after to be free to do the same thing all over again. I think it's really wrong. I don't think he should ever be out at all. If he avoided the death penalty, he should rot in jail. And that's where he should die. Because it's just seriously wrong what he did. And I don't think it's justice for Jessica's family, really. And it feels like that was the final slap in the face when he didn't get the death penalty. And he got, you know, that many years in prison to be able to be eligible for parole in 2038. It's just sickening that he can do that to another human being, to live in prison where he's got 3 meals a day, roof over his head and things like that. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on the whole situation and what your thoughts are on the outcome. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. I just wanted to say before we wrap up today's video that my thoughts and prayers go out to Jessica's family. I know this happened 24 years ago, but they only really got closure 9 years ago when Smith actually finally was charged and sent to prison. So I really hope that they are doing a lot better now and things in their life are a lot calmer and they've managed to heal and repair a little bit. And I also just wanted to say to people who are listening, try not to sweat the small stuff so much. Life is precious. You only get one life and you never know when that ending of your life is going to come. So, you know, spend as much time with loved ones as you can. Tell them how you feel every day. don't leave anything unsaid. But until next time, I'm sending love and positivity your way, and please, please, please stay safe out there. Until next time, bye.